How's it going, my peeps? This is my prediction on who Ryback's gonna face this Sunday at No Way Out. In the background is some WWE gameplay simulating what we might see at No Way Out. I'm playing as Ryback, facing these two just generic created characters I created and named them Jobber 1 and Jobber 2. So, who do you guys think Ryback's gonna face at No Way Out? The past couple of pay-per-views, starting with Extreme Rules, Ryback has had some matches. At Extreme Rules, he fought, I think, 2 random jobbers, and at Over the Limit, he fought Camacho. So, who's he gonna face this time at No Way Out? He's been heavily featured on SmackDown. Almost every single week, he's on SmackDown having a match. And recently, they've been putting him on Raw as well, and he's been having some matches there too. And something else. Now when he wins, he's been saying feed me more, but he's also been saying feed me 3. Which leads me to believe that he's going to eventually be facing off against 3 guys instead of 2. At first he was facing just 1 jobber, and then after a while they've moved him up to 2, and now, recently after pinfalls, he's been, raising up 3 fingers or saying feed me 3. So it might happen at No Way Out. We might see Ryback versus 3 jobbers. But if we don't see that, then I'd like to see Ryback versus somebody from the actual roster instead of Ryback versus 2 jobbers once again, or 1 jobber. So maybe Ryback versus Jinder Mahal, or versus JTG, or I don't know, Johnny Curtis. But Johnny Curtis is on NXT, so I don't really pay attention to that. I prefer somebody from Raw or SmackDown. But then again, when I look at who I said, I did say JTG, and he hasn't been on Raw really. He's been on NXT. So, but I just wonder who's Ryback gonna face. You know what? I'm gonna go with 3 guys, 3 random jobbers. We'll see if that actually happens, or if it's gonna be Ryback versus somebody against the roster. But whatever it ends up being, whether it be somebody in the roster or some jobbers, I'm gonna look forward to it. I like Ryback. I'm a fan of Ryback. I look forward to him squashing opponents, whenever he comes out. He's pretty intense. And, we're probably gonna get some Goldberg chants during the match. And regarding that, at the beginning, I was also, thinking, okay, this Ryback guy looks like they're gonna make him, an exact copy of Goldberg. Looks like they're giving him a Goldberg push. But then I thought about it, and really, the only similarities between him and Goldberg are, they both have bald heads, but, there's a bunch of wrestlers out there with bald heads. Kurt Angle, Taz, currently in the WWE roster, you've got Tensai, and he's undefeated. That's basically the only 2 similarities there, He's got a different moveset, different attire. So really, when you think about it, there aren't that many similarities between the 2. I guess you could say he dominates his opponents, in a quick fashion like Goldberg. But then again, there's other superstars that do that. I mean, just recently, Damon Sandow beat Tyson Kidd on SmackDown in like less than 2 minutes. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm out. See you guys.